What is the Imperial News Network?
INN serves the Star Citizen community with up-to-the-minute news.
We bring the developers and events closer to the community.
And we love Star Citizen, whether we're flying with our team or with our supporters.
Imperial News Network works hard every week to bring the verse to you.
We are the community's #1 source for all things Star Citizen.
And we're glad to have you along for the ride.
Hello, everybody! Welcome to the show.
Ready for the intro? Ready for the intro?
Oh God, here we go. Here, while you do that, I'm gonna wait. Nope, never mind. Wolf fixed it for me. Nope, still not working. Hold on.
You fix him. I'm gonna do the intro.
Do it.
Hello to all you medics out there floating around in your endeavors, sending out cutlasses to search and rescue, knowing that you and all the work you do for humanity are so much better than all those other endeavor owners out there, those scientists, the farmers, the people who live in the world but aren't really a part of it. Welcome to Inside the Verse Season 2, Episode 2, recorded live on Saturday, January the 16th. Joining me today, we have Mr. Wolf Larsen, founder of INN, wolfiest of the wolves, with huge teeth and hair and like eyes and Rarger.
He's got big teeth like this.
Just kidding. He looks like a wolf, and he says he's a wolf, but he's actually a fluffy bunny in reality. Which, really, aren't bunnies way more dangerous than wolves?
Pew, pew.
Sure.
Also joining me today, we have CCT, who I have decided is a penguin, a flying penguin. He's
my
a penguin
favorite
that
animal,
got
actually.
so sick of not being able to fly that he built a jetpack out of cod and ice and despair. It's really an impressive feat of technology.
Cod the fish or the
fish.
first-person shooter? Okay.
The fish. You built a jetpack out of cod, the fish, ice, and despair, and you can now fly with it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. We also have Dolvak, who I think is some sort of large grizzly bear because he's all hairy and ferocious, but when you get to know him, he's really just warm and fluffy, but then he's also a bear, so he can tear your throat out completely accidentally. It's a conundrum. Stay with me.
I'm a lot closer to a slime mold, actually.
I didn't want to insult you, though. I felt that a bear was, like, at least slightly a nice thing to call you. Because I was originally leaning towards a walrus.
Dude, walruses are awesome. You don't look, man. You ever fucked with a walrus?
No, nor have I fucked with a bear.
You ever know anyone who's fucked with a walrus?
No, nor do I know anyone who's
Exactly. Nobody fucks with walrus, all right?
Or bears.
They're pretty terrifying.
People go bear hunting all the time. Nobody goes walrus hunting, okay?
Then we have me, and you may have noticed that everyone's intros today are animal-centric. They're animal-centric because it's time for me to say a story. I was at IKEA today with my girlfriend, and we were walking through IKEA, and we saw a stuffed animal, which is the greatest stuffed animal I've ever seen in my entire life. So I bought two, one for her daughter and one for myself. And I am this stuffed animal. It is me. Here it is.
Are we sponsored by IKEA now?
It's a skunk. Look at it.
Are you
Look
sure?
at its face.
That is not a skunk.
It's a skunk.
Oh, it reminds me of...
No.
Look at its face.
It looks like a really messed up caterpillar.
It's a skunk.
It reminds
for all those
me
you
of the
listening
really
in-
horrifying... Okay, hold on. I've got a picture what that reminds me of. I'm gonna...
David, you do know this is an audio podcast,
For those of you
right?
listening in, I will include a picture of the skunk
Put a
in
link.
the podcast article.
Yep.
Because it's amazing.
Skunk?
Skunk.
Is it skunk?
It's Canadian for skunk.
Skunk.
Skunk?
It's a skunk.
There
Is
we
it
go.
a skunk, eh?
I found it.
It's a skunk.
Hold on. I gotta send it.
Totally worth the $2, by the way. Anyway,
Okay, hold on.
welcome to
I'm
welcome
sorry,
to Inside the
audio.
Verse.
I'm sorry, audio podcast people, but I am posting a picture. Oh, hold on. The link. Is
Any
broken.
pictures that we post will also include in the articles so that you can see them. So just check the article; they'll be there.
All right. Hold on.
Christ, this
Hold
is
on.
already just terrible.
It's the worst. Hold on.
We had a topic document, and it's just
Here it
not
is. This is what it
anything
reminds me of, everybody. Right here. That. Yeah. I don't know if I can approve this creature that you've brought into our lives, David.
Our guests cannot see the look of despair. Oh, there he is. Dolvak just had the look of despair in his face to the point where I had this vision that maybe he was molested by a tubby or something like that. When you put that picture up, he went white as a ghost.
Yeah.
Welcome to Inside the Verse, where we talk about Star Citizen and skunks.
For once, it's me who's trying to bring it back. For once, it's me, and that shows how far we've fallen.
So, are we? I know there was discussion, and I don't really care, but are we in fact keeping? Are we in fact keeping our old podcast name?
I think we're keeping it Inside the Verse for now.
All right.
Yeah, that's a fact.
All right.
I got to create a new graphic for the opening screen.
Oh,
It's season 2. We're gonna have fancy new packets Inside the Verse. So
season 2, less production values this time.
There's probably one that exists somewhere.
So
Nope.
we actually do have some actual topics to talk about because it's
we don't.
Topics.
It's been a busy week, and the first thing we're going to talk about is the Vanguard.
Heck yeah, Vanguard! Best ship. Get out of here.
It kind of came out of nowhere as flyable.
Yeah, it was added in the middle of a PTU test.
Yeah.
It was
No, it was not added in the middle of a PTU
it was like at the
test.
end of the PTU
It was added
test.
in the last hour of a PTU test.
I don't know
hold
how
on.
they
Oh,
did it, and I
wrong
love
picture. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get a logo for the show, and it's not working.
Just give up for now. We'll have it
No,
next.
you keep talking. I've got.
Can we
this.
please, for the love of God, actually
There we
have
go.
audio content in
We
the
are.
audio podcast?
Dolvak, talk about the Vanguard.
Hey, man.
You've flown it, right?
Okay. I haven't flown a whole lot, so my opinion could be completely crazy here. But I actually don't like how it flies, specifically the high. So this thing is really fast, right? This thing is really, really, really fast, which should be expected. It has like two twin engines on the thing, but it turns kind of slow, and like I don't think I like the contrast between the turning speed and the actual moving speed of the thing. It's very.
What do you mean, like the yaw?
Yeah, like the actual yaw of it is like very different than the actual thrust you get off that thing. It goes really fast.
Like an Elite Dangerous yaw.
And it's not like that, no. But it's better than that, but I don't know. It also didn't seem very powerful.
Really?
I feel like I have more firepower in my Super Hornet.
The front gun is not as powerful as it should be at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, the front gun feels just like the Avenger chain gun.
It is the first iteration of it, just like the first iteration of the Freelancer isn't very good. Like the first iterations of all their ships aren't very good. It will be fixed. But CCT, what did you think flying it?
It's like a dream come true, everybody.
I love it.
It is exactly what I hoped this ship would be. In standard combat mode, right? Yeah, the second slowest one. Not precision. The next one,
right?
That one. It flies. It's like an Aurora, but more maneuverable. If that makes sense. It's about as fast, but it's more maneuverable. But man, when you crank that thing up to cruise mode, it flies. It is currently the fastest ship in cruise mode.
Okay, is it the fastest? Is it actually the fastest?
Yes.
It feels. I know it feels like it.
100% it is.
It is insane. That thing. It's like it's so fast. It's actually kind of hard to fly, like because you just go past things. It's like whoa, okay.
I'm okay with that. That's good.
Yep.
Like forget all the M50 and 300 interdictors. Forget all those interdiction ships. This thing is like interdiction. It's crazy. It's insane how fast
I feel like
this thing
it's go really, really far. and to be able to go really far, it has to be able to go fast too, right? Because it's got the most distance. It should be able to go the furthest of all the ships, basically.
Also, ramming
Without stopping.
Constellations at full speed is effective.
It's as good as I can get it, Vanisher. I'm sorry, I'm with you though.
So Wolf, I doubt you haven't flown the Vanguard, right?
Yeah, I did a lot of flying in a Boeing 777 this week. No flying in the Star Citizen universe, unfortunately.
Too bad. I haven't flown anything yet either. I need to hop into the freelancer again soon. Really soon.
And I will blow it up.
Jake, well,
No, you won't.
what do you feel about the interior of that thing?
I love it. It's good.
I think it feels weirdly cramped. I don't really know.
It's the right size because that ship is all armor. That thing is supposed to survive like a serious beating. So
it's supposed to be basically, of the ships we have right now, it should be the most powerful ship in the game.
And also, it totally does
The Vanguard.
take a beating. No,
Gotcha.
the Retaliator's the most powerful ship in the game right now in terms of sheer strength.
Not just sheer strength, right? Because the Retaliator will be really good at bombing large targets. The Vanguard is the most survivable and I think it's overall the most.
It could, if you put a Hornet up against a Vanguard, it will lose. If you put 2 Hornets up against a Vanguard, there might be a fair fight. It could go either way.
Right. If you put a Vanguard up against a Tally.
No.
I think the Vanguard would win.
I'm not doing this. Nah.
Harbinger will definitely win.
No. Listen to this. Me and my Super Hornet versus you, one person in the Vanguard. I will whip that Vanguard.
One person in the Vanguard.
Yeah, that's not what you said. You just said the Vanguard. You did not specify.
All right. A Vanguard at its full potential, which is someone in the turret.
Still debatable. As far as crappy turret mechanics go right now. Still debatable.
The nose gun isn't as powerful as it should be right now.
Oh,
because it's size 5. It's size 5. It should be
size 5, and it's size 5, and it plinks like it feels like the Avenger cannon.
Yeah,
it's like
it should be way more powerful than that.
Also, the Vanguard will be getting much more powerful when armor actually becomes a thing. And
it's already
shields,
freaking crazy power. Well, did you know it has six shields?
I know. I transcribed that. I know that it has 6 shields, and I also know that the shields aren't working properly right now. All 6 shields.
They work not very well, though.
That's the thing. It's supposed to work better.
The main problem I have is whenever I lose one shield, it's like, shields are down! Shields are down! I mean, that should be when I lose them all.
I think the Vanguard would win in a fight, but that's something that we'll actually have to test.
Now, I've also tested how durable the Vanguard is, and you know that whole design thing where it's like, yeah, if you lose an engine, you can totally get back to base. Yeah, you can totally get back to base. That it works. You're not as maneuverable, but man, because the Vanguard is meant to go in a straight line, and like that's what it does. So like it loses a whole half of its ship, and you can just keep on trucking. It's pretty nice.
Eric McKetton there is saying that the reason the Vanguard is surviving right now is because once it's damaged, the enemy can't target it anymore.
Oh, well.
Which, if that's the case, that's
a pretty hilarious bug.
That's a good one. That might be the best way of surviving. Oh, you hurt me. You can't hurt me ever again. I like that.
So on the topic of the interior, Jake, have you seen like the entry of the back entry?
Uh-huh.
I don't like that at all. Like everything else is like up to personal taste.
The hatch?
I think the hatch is poorly designed.
Why?
It takes so much room and really does nothing with it. And also, have you seen the closing panel on the wall, on the side wall?
The what?
The actual panel that you're supposed to interact with to close the door. like the door operational panel, is
I don't
so
even do
high on the
that.
wall, you wouldn't, and it's like over the empty area, you wouldn't be able to physically reach it. I argue that I don't like the design.
Shiver done wrecked you, Dolvak.
Wrecked.
Dolvak isn't fond of
Is
back
it bad that
entries
I'm really
confirmed.
annoyed today and want to be on topic?
It's weird, actually.
That's extremely weird.
It's gonna.
I do want to actually move us on to the next topic, though, because we should only spend so much time on the Vanguard.
No. This is the Vanguard podcast for only Vanguards.
No.
Vanguard.
'Cause
Vanguard.
I want to talk about the fact that we're getting planetary rotation and day and night cycles.
Well, yeah.
That's awesome.
Wasn't that a stretch goal?
It was another one of those things that they always said that they weren't sure if they'd be able to do.
I specifically remember them I think Chris was asked this in a 10 for Chairman like years ago.
Yeah.
It was essentially like what he was saying was like there will be day and night cycles. We don't know if those will be like a simulation of like the actual planet turning, like with the skybox and everything, or if that will be just like we just make the skybox dark during this time, right? But like one way or another, there will be a day-night cycle. So this means that they've gone down the path of actually doing it and not just kind of cheating it with like a script.
Well, and we saw that in the People Planet,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Which I'm really, really excited to see what that actually looks like in the game. I can't wait.
It looks like that. That's what it looks like, David.
Like what Wolf is doing, turning around and turning back.
No, it looks like People
I'm
Planet.
getting cat
Yeah.
requests, but I don't see where he went.
I'm really glad that they're putting time into doing it, though, especially with like the customizability of the atmosphere and the suns and everything. I think that it's good news. That's all. So we also found out this week that you can't fly in heavy armor.
What?
Can't fly.
As a
you're
design
wearing-
choice or a
Or
bug?
you can't fit into the cockpit.
As a design choice, heavy armor is probably going to be so large that you cannot fit into a pilot seat.
Cool. I like that.
So do I.
That's a good idea.
The only problem is that armor is going to be customizable, so you can wear like heavy armor shoulder pads, but light armor legs.
Yeah, you're not
So
gonna. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to wear any heavy armor.
it's what's it going to be like if you have heavy armor gloves? Should you be able to fly, or is it if you have? It's going to be interesting to see the kind of.
I don't think gloves would constitute as armor, though. If there's armor on
They're
your
just
hands,
massive gauntlets. They're just these massive like gauntlets that are like yay big.
if there's armor on your hands, I feel like it would be an extension of the arm. You know?
Right, possibly.
This.
They confirm.
Stop shooting cat butt.
They confirmed this week
cat's
that
best angle.
you can't wear heavy armor and fly, and I'm really glad that they confirmed that because, one, it looks stupid, and two, it means that if you want to wear heavy armor, which is going to be the best to wear, you're sacrificing.
Gotta
something,
hit your
right?
ride.
Well, best is debatable. I mean, like, really,
If you're going into combat,
not really, not necessarily. I mean, like, normally in FPS games and in most games in general, I will end up playing the least armored, light but maneuverable role.
Are you a sniper? Dolvak?
yeah.
No, I'm not.
Normally
No, I'm not. I'm fast moving, running gun, but
Normally
really
I'm a
agile.
sniper. Unfortunately, as far as we know it, still in Star Citizen, a sniper you can only use with heavy armor.
What?
But, like, here's the thing, David. Like,
way back when they were talking about Star Marine, sniper rifle and rocket launcher. Large weapons were only usable by a heavy armor character, not by medium or light armor.
That's just real dumb.
It's weird. And if that's still the case, then you're sacrificing a lot to be in heavy armor.
That's real dumb. I can pick up a rocket launcher. They're not that heavy.
I don't know if they're going to change that, but that's the way it was. I mean, this is now
probably
like
75, 80 pounds.
That's,
They're not 300 pounds.
That's the design
You don't need
choice
Iron Man armor.
That's the design choice that they made a long time ago.
That's dumb.
If you want to be a sniper rifle, you can't. If you want to be a sniper, you can't.
If you want to be a sniper rifle, you're gonna have to encase yourself in a whole bunch of metal and drill a barrel through your body.
Why would a sniper wear heavy armor?
I don't know.
No,
that's one of
snipers. Snipers are supposed to be stealth characters.
Jake,
you can't be
I'm
like
waiting.
I'm
waiting because if that happens and if that releases in game, I'm writing an article against that because that is the stupidest design decision I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's real dumb.
So like David. So I'm gonna get back to what you're saying about heavy armor being the best. If they bounce that, so there's just like the worst armor, the medium armor, and then the best armor, I will be very upset. Simply because
to go with light,
these
medium,
things
heavy.
should be optional. It should be like how you feel and how you like. It should encourage different play styles instead of just being like a stat wise best. The best way, you know.
Also,
Shut your face.
There's a fourth
your face.
There's a fourth set of armor.
There's cat butthole going on here. I've had it. There's a skunk. I'm not dealing with this. Get my words out, okay? When you think about Dark Souls, all right?
Okay.
Specifically with specifically like how people kind of play Dark Souls with light armor, and a lot of people just straight up play those games naked, right? There's no really best, even though like there's armor where you essentially take no damage in Dark Souls.
Wait, did you just say you play games naked? Is that?
Yes. Who doesn't?
So even though there's armor that's essentially like the best armor in the game, technically on like a technical level, people will still forego it because they like being super agile, and such, right?
Right.
So like to say that there's like that the heaviest is the best, even though on a technical level, the heavier armor in Dark Souls is the best. That's kind of foolish. Like I don't think that's a bad design philosophy.
We're gonna have to see how it works in Star Citizen because they are going to be like you can wear heavy boots, light legs, like you can mix and match your armor. So we're gonna have to see what kind of stats they go with on armor and stuff, right? I mean, if you have to wear a heavy chest rig to equip a sniper rifle, but then you can wear light everything else, I don't know. It's going to be...
I mean, don't get me wrong. They should have, like, not for heavy armor, but they should have Titan-level weapons.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
Like miniguns.
Like
things that are huge.
What's bigger than a 50 cal?
A minigun.
20 millimeter.
Or no,
Okay,
miniguns shoot 50 cal rounds.
Yeah, so what's bigger than a 50 cal?
A 20 millimeter anti-aircraft gun.
Yes, so a Titan should have a sniper rifle that fires 20 millimeter bullets.
Yeah, there should be a specific weapon.
Yes.
For Titan armor. But it shouldn't be all sniper rifles.
Yeah.
That's real stupid.
We will have to see how that ends up coming out because if it is that you can only wear,
I don't know,
use a sniper.
Eric McKenton asks which minigun shoots 50 cal rounds. The one in Fallout, I think. No, I'm totally wrong on that. Actually, never mind.
I don't know guns.
Don't listen to me. There should be a minigun that shoots 50 caliber rounds. That would be freaking ridiculous.
The GAU 19 does apparently.
Oh. Yeah, miniguns are 5.56,
My sniper rifle shoots Nerf darts.
I think.
No, dude, what? No, 5.56 is like NATO standard ammunition. You don't know guns. You don't get to talk guns anymore.
I
you
know
won't get to
guns
talk guns
from video
know that
games.
you get to talk guns.
Yeah,
all right?
the minigun in Fallout is a 5.56, but I'm not sure if that's the case in real
That's
life.
That's my only frame of reference.
5.56 is like NATO standard ammunition.
No, and actually that's a 223.
They're just
like
straight
the
5mm.
No, didn't they move to 5.56 or they're moving to 5.56?
The extent of my gun collection and knowledge.
I think they are.
The extent of my gun collection.
Okay, so
I think if you were as big as maybe
Get out of here, Vince! Get out!
The guy.
Get out of here!
what did
Get
Vince
out!
say?
Oh my god, you people. Can we fucking stay on topic?
Okay.
God,
I'm trying to.
I was talking about guns, and then I held
So
up scissors.
I want to move on to the next topic though, because
oh really? You want to move
Topic.
on to the next topic? Okay, sure.
All right.
What's the next topic?
the next topic is
Oh,
we
host
found
man.
out that we should be getting salvage, cargo, and persistence ASAP, basically, put
Right.
into 2.0 or 2.
That's pretty
whatever.
awesome.
One, which do you want more out of those?
Freaking cargo.
Cargo?
Yeah,
Definitely cargo.
Persistence.
cargo.
No, I'm kind of scared of persistence.
Inventory.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose my ships, man. I'm scared. I like ramming things. I'm sorry.
I don't want to be punished, man.
My-
Not yet. Not yet.
My wife can attest to like the first 15 minutes of me flying my Vanguard. I was not prepared for how fast that thing is, and I just rammed it into space stations repeatedly.
So you want cargo more than persistence?
I want cargo right now because I want to test that mechanic. Because cargo means inventory, and that
And
would be pretty
inventory
sweet.
means persistence,
No,
or needs it.
No,
it
not
needs
necessarily. I mean, you can experiment with it without.
that's
having
like
to
saying
persist.
quests need persistence. When we
Dude,
have them.
David, we have an inventory system right now. Like you can pick up items
Yeah.
and you have them on your character, and you have 1, 2, and
Yes.
3. You pick up
But they're
more
not
items.
persistent. So
No,
we already know how the
but that's not what
inventory
you said. But that's not what you said.
I
You
honestly
said
don't-
inventory requires persistence. Lies.
I don't
calling
think
you out.
this, I don't
Get
think
your
the-
skunk out of here.
I
Your
don't think the
Canadian
system is.
lies.
I don't think the system is stable enough for persistence yet. I mean, I still have yet to have a complete experience where I go in, play some missions, and make a conscious decision to log out. Like I still crash every time.
Have
Really?
you tried the
I
most
haven't-
recent patch?
I have not crashed in about 2 weeks.
Yeah,
There's something wrong with my computer. I mean, I didn't play it all this
No,
week because
there's something wrong with your computer. It's still unstable for a lot of people.
It's still
Like,
unstable, but the 2.1 patch is actually supposed to greatly increase the stability, which is good. So, the next thing is, when do you think those are going to come? Like, how long do you think we'll have to wait for cargo and persistence?
I think go back to-
2017.
Yeah, I don't think it'll be instant. I think it's actually going to be a little
You're
bit.
hilarious, Jake. You're hilarious.
No,
Have you ever
I
considered
don't
being
think
a stand-up
it's gonna be a little
comedian?
while.
I think you should have a comedy show.
I do.
Legit,
It's
I
called
think it's-
Inside the Verse on INN.
Guys, so we know that they're focusing on Squadron 42, etc. Right? They don't really need a lot of these mechanics for Squadron 42, so they might all be on the back burner for a while.
They need persistence for it, probably.
No, they don't.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
You're going to be able to have some choice over what your loadout is for mission.
Yeah, it's called a save file, David. It's not called like
It's
persistence.
not
persistence has
persistence.
David, when you close Squadron 42, your game of Squadron 42 is not running on a server somewhere. That's not what that is.
I recognize that, Dolvak. I still think persistence is important.
Yeah, well, that's not what you said.
That's not what you
That is
said,
not
David.
what
Muy
you said.
importante.
They have said that it's coming. They have said that it's coming as soon as possible.
I know that.
It is
That's not what you said, though.
You literally just said, "Oh, I think it's on the back burner because Squadron 40." No, it's not on the bloody back burner. They've just said that it's coming as soon as possible. Smarten up, you bloody walrus.
God.
You walrus burn.
No, no. Doom Centurion, a save file is not for No, they're different
It's not.
things. They're different things.
Persistence when it comes to video games means like it exists in the world. Your progress exists in the world
when
forever.
your game's closed.
Yeah.
Like when your game is closed, the world is still in existence. MMOs, multiplayer games.
Yeah.
Call of Duty is not persistent
Nope.
Negative.
because it's just a multiplayer match and then it resets.
It's not.
Something like
But
World of
Star
Warcraft
Citizen is
persistent.
just as important.
That's what
as
we like to
Squadron
call
42.
semantics, people.
So anyway,
I'm really angry today.
I know
I know.
I'm really angry today.
this is
I'm
good.
I'm real apathetic today.
Wolf is very. What is Wolf
Cat
today?
butt today.
Yeah, but yeah.
I am
Tired?
really happy not to be at work. Yeah. Just stoked to be with you guys.
So the next thing is okay. So the Vanguard came out this week in a surprise. Like it came out of nowhere.
Can I just say, I feel like it's really ahead of schedule too. Were you guys
Yes.
expecting it?
No.
Yeah.
I
Was
was
not
expecting it
expecting-
soon,
I was
vaguely soon.
expecting
'cause
it, yeah. I was
military
expecting
shit
it
within
within
the
a
next
few
couple
months,
months.
but not
Yeah.
right
I was
now.
expecting
Can
it
I
next
can I
month.
get angry about the Carrack now? Is that okay?
No.
Or
No.
No.
It's not in
Uh,
Squadron 42. The Vanguard totally is.
The interesting thing is they,
They
said
need that
the
ship.
Saber was getting the same like final art passes as the Hangar. In the monthly report, if you read through the monthly report, it says that the Saber was getting the same final like in-game art passes that the Vanguard was. Do you think the Saber is going to be like this month?
I expect the Saber to be within 2.2.
I
or
expect-
2.3.
I expect the
Like
Saber
within-
to be in the next patch.
Really?
Yes.
Like the next patch period?
So February.
Yeah, if they're doing,
Okay.
if they stick to their
It's
monthly
a
patches,
monthly patch.
it's either gonna be the 2.2 or the February patch.
They
or
have
the
said that they don't
2.3
know.
patch.
They have said that because 2.1 came out so quickly in January, they're not 2.2 might still make it in January as well. They're going to see. 2.2 might be a January patch.
February.
Yeah, probably February.
Possibly. It'll probably hit PTU in January. 2.2 to PTU in January probably.
No, let's just. I don't know. We'll see. How about let's just see.
Okay. Well, there's a few other things I want to cover before we move on.
Run out of show, man.
Yeah.
All right. We
so
talked about Saber.
I want to quickly mention that. I want to congratulate Bad News Baron for being selected to be on the mainstream of Twitch. 'cause
I
he's
got
gonna be
beef.
streaming Star Citizen on
I got
Twitch.
beef.
I don't care about your beef.
I got beef. No, CCT. I know you got beef with this too.
What?
We got beef with this topic, man.
Why?
People be crazy.
I
people
love the
crazy.
crazy people. I B&B. B&B.
No,
Not at all.
No,
Dolvak,
I'm
you have
saying
to
with this whole
clarify.
topic, we got beef.
You have to clarify because I'm glad that Baron got this. Like this
heck
is good
yeah,
stuff.
Bad News is awesome.
Yeah.
So-
People who
so-
have beef with it are
No, I don't have beef with the situation. I have beef with the people who have beef with it.
All right,
So
people. There's people on Reddit who are like, man, CIG, you have favoritism. Blah, 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 blah. Why don't you help out the small streamers? And then CIG was like, nah, man, we had nothing to do with this. And B&B is like, yeah, Twitch is the one who gave this to me, not anybody else. The only thing CIG has given me is a couple ships to give away. In fact, I've spent money covering Star Citizen more than I have
Wait,
received free things.
What are they? I mean, in the grand scheme of things, BNB, who's doing an amazing job of carrying Star Citizen and a couple other games, is not a huge streamer. What are they even talking about? He is one. Of the small
He's
guys.
big in the space.
He's
but
the
he's
biggest
not a
person
big.
in the space, right?
Yeah, he's not a big
He's not
Twitch streamer.
PewDiePie.
Well,
The thing
he's
is,
not
like-
lyric is the more accurate.
and the thing is,
guy
like,
brings in 20K.
do you remember when we streamed after RTV? Oh right, they gave us a ship to give away. And then when we did the movie night with Ben, oh right, they gave us a ship to give away.
They give
There's
away
all
tons
kinds
of people
like
ships.
I can name like 5 or so streamers off the top of my head that I know for a fact have been given stuff by CMG to give away.
Yeah.
They do it to everyone, really.
Yeah, it's
So,
they
Hell-
gave so.
Hellcat in chat made the point that I was trying to make clumsily, and that Bad News Baron really did work his ass off for this. So hats off to him.
Yeah, I just wanted to mention that he's got it and congratulate him for it.
We're also super biased because he gives us money. So there's that.
Super biased. There's 2 other topics I want to touch on really, really quickly. Do we have time, do you think, CCT?
No.
No?
The anniversary is housekeeping, so we'll talk
Yeah,
about
that's
that.
housekeeping. These 2, though.
We'll save those for next week.
Okay, save them for next week. Sounds good. We got 2 other topics that we're going to save for next week.
All right, y'all. We are gonna take a quick break.
5-minute break?
When we come back. Yep, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. Wolf, it's housekeeping because we're talking about our streams that we're doing. Upcoming
about it at the
events
end.
in the INN space. You can't hide your salt in the Skype chat, Wolf.
Stay tuned for the end of this show because during housekeeping, we
Yep.
will be talking about the,
INN is turning 1 year old.
What up?
And we're gonna do some stuff. So
some streams and some giveaways. So tune into the end of the show for all that
and we'll
information.
yeah, we're gonna give you
5-minute break.
some
We'll be back in
deets.
5 minutes for the question and answer period. So get your questions ready, and we'll start answering them.
Yup. Be right back, everybody.
BRB, lol.
And we're back. Oh.
Okay, just stop.
Oh.
No. No.
Dolvak is so angry with us today.
I'm really
PJ Salt, man.
You're jingling my jangers, man. I'm not okay with this.
Okay, everyone.
We are a
back
serious
for-
We are
podcast
back.
with serious topics.
for the second half where we take your questions.
Hey,
Uh,
y'all remember Inverse the Verse?
This is basically Inverse the Verse.
Yeah.
As part of Inside the Verse. Everything is the verse.
Yep. So ask your freaking questions right now.
Eric
now.
Pett says, question, what is your favorite .jpeg and why did you spend $11 billion on it?
Excuse me. I only paid premium. I did not get any JPEGs. They are .pngs.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
.png.
It's Vanguard.
Did you see my top 5 ships? Freelancer. Freelancer.
I don't like Freelancer.
I don't like you.
And so here's the thing, guys. Those aren't JPEGs. Those are actual models. So you have to go with JPEG, man. Like Banu Man is just JPEG. It can be burnt.
In that case, the Endeavor.
All right, yeah, that's good JPEG.
Okay. Carrick,
Yeah,
What's your
my
favorite-
favorite JPEG is the Carib today.
Okay.
also known as the Serenity. David.
That's the Firefly. Shiver says, do you think we'll see seasons on planets?
No.
Yes.
Well, that's an interesting question.
Yes.
No.
I think no. I've
I
seen
think-
no evidence of that.
I
Anywhere.
think if they do seasons, it will end up being the really stupid way that World of Warcraft does seasons. And
Well, like
every-
holiday event stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but other
we
than
might,
that, no.
I'd say we might only see it on like important planets like Terra and then Sol. Like the big hubs might have like a little bit of snows on the ground now.
Only
but that's it,
maybe.
really. Like Microtech. Microtech is snowy all the time. How are you They're not gonna
Freaking-
melt all the snow on Microtech. That's not what's gonna happen.
We need to have Doom Centurion back on the show. Question from Doom Centurion: if there are seasons on planets, will there be pumpkin spice everything in Spacefall?
Yes.
Will
I
Starbucks
will-
be in the Star Citizen universe?
They're actually going to have a giveaway. You buy enough pumpkin spice candies at your local
Candy.
Wait, no. Buy enough pumpkin spice ramen from the new
Ramen?
vending machine. The new vending machine.
Holy shit! I'd eat some pumpkin spice ramen.
That actually sounds
really good.
not terrible.
I'd eat that, dude.
You
Right
buy
now.
enough pumpkin spice ramen from the
me
ramen
up.
vending machine, and you can win yourself a ramen-themed Aurora.
I also want that. I'm so in, dude. Hook me up.
All right. Unlucky Charm says they spoke of putting melee weapons a while back. Do you think they will flesh out melee enough to make a boxing a thing within the universe? Maybe.
I think they might.
Definitely not.
I mean, if see, this is one of those things. Like CIG has said many times, if the system allows for it, it'll just happen in the game.
Wolf froze.
Matt, can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can
Yes.
still hear you.
You
but
are a
you're
spinning
you're a
wheel.
spinning circle.
Oh, that's nice.
Turn off your camera and turn it back on.
The Red Bear 1 has a question that I want to touch on quickly. So the Red Bear 1 says, question, do you still like to watch RTV? If not, what should be changed?
Yeah.
RTV is without a doubt my favorite show
Yeah.
of the week to watch.
ATV, shout out to Lando. ATV has like come way
Yes.
back up here, but RTV
RTV
is still super entertaining.
I'm gonna paste something in the chat actually. So I'm starting to do this, which is a week in review. Go look at that week in review, and the most information we got, the most relevant and interesting information comes from RTV.
You should call it the Star Citizen Week in Review.
I should. The Star Citizen Week in Review. Yes. I will change that for next time. But we get most of our information from RTV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't hyperlink because Twitch doesn't.
They hate us.
They do. RTV is one of the best shows. The community team are hilarious. Ben's puns are godly. Lando's absolute despair at some of the people he works with is great.
Poor Justin.
Yeah, poor Justin. It's a great show. I think RTV is great, and I don't think anything should change.
You copy pasted it too quickly. Okay, Vader.
No.
Okay.
It never recognizes it.
All right.
Is Wolf just gone?
No, I'm back.
No, he's here.
All right.
Palpable. That is a good word. I like the palpable.
You
word.
look like a different human being when you don't have your glasses on.
Me? Yeah, I
Yeah.
know. It's because my eyesight's really bad, and my eyes are actually a lot
I'm back.
smaller than they look through my glasses.
I can't actually.
Oh my god! For our audio listeners, Dolvak just put on glasses, and he's now putting on a second pair of glasses.
Oh my!
I have a third pair. Where are they? Oh, I can't find them.
Keep
I
in
can't
mind,
see.
if you
Ah,
ask
shit.
a question and we don't answer it, ask again because we probably just missed it.
Yep, that's how it works, people.
Eric McKenna.
Don't worry
says that
about it,
RTV
Wolf.
is
It'll
great
come back.
entertainment, but it's not an information dump. I completely disagree. RTV has more information, straight up information, than Around the Verse. Around the Verse has lots of pretty graphics and pretty pictures. Reverse the Verse has more information. Reverse the Verse is where Ben says, these are the ships we talked about this week. These are the ships that, like, there's more straight information in RTV. That's my thought, though.
Mm-hmm.
Doom Centurion, any bets on how long it'll take for the Starfarer to go from hangar ready to flight ready? Months. I'm betting 3 months.
I
for
say
that.
a month.
It's going to take them a long time to do all
Maybe
the effects for the interior.
Maybe it'll be I'm thinking, well, because, see, that's the thing, though. The Freelancer's done. And by
Reliance almost done.
Your
Reliance
own logic,
soon.
David, because they finished the parts for the one ship, they can reuse a lot of that stuff for the Starfarer. I think it'll be like, let's say, hypothetically, the Starfarer comes out in 2.2.
Yeah.
In hangar. I say that it'll be flight ready in either 2.3 or 2.4 at the latest. Because again, the Starfarer is a Squadron 42 necessary ship. They need that ship done. So, yeah.
It will be
Wolf,
done.
Just leave it. It's fine.
It's going off on its own, and then I'm re-hitting it. The
Oh,
video
weird.
camera.
Okay.
That's messed up.
Just let it be, man.
The
Try
Starfarer
rejoining
is
the call.
not done yet.
All right, I'll try that.
Eric McKetton, the Starfarer is actually not complete yet. Disco basically laughed at people going through the game files because sometimes stuff gets included in the game files as when it's just not done. It's not finished yet.
It's called a
It's close.
placeholder.
Not done. Hellcat, thoughts on how baby PU will change when persistence is introduced?
Broke
For example,
everything.
will people be less likely to play with randoms? I think more people will play.
It won't be less likely to play with randoms. Or you mean like meta less likely to play with randoms, not the system? Sorry, the video's
Meta.
super broken. Wolf is coming back in a second.
Meta, I think.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe.
Honestly, I think I'll be more likely to play.
Oh. Wolf
When there's
is
persistence.
updating his Skype. So stand by, folks. That's probably one of the reasons why it's poopy. Okay. Vanisher asks, do you think there will be more space added when persistence launch, as in more planets locations, possibility of Nyx?
Yes.
Maybe. I say maybe.
I think with persistence, we'll get. I really think we'll get persistence and salvage very close to the same time.
I have a question.
What?
Are all, I don't remember off the top of my head, but are all the other planets in the Stanton system solid planets? Is Crusader the only gas giant?
I don't know. Honestly,
Dolvak, you are super muted.
Hurston is solid. So is Microtech.
Yeah.
And so is ArcCorp, so...
And so is ArcCorp, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew Microtech was. I was unsure about Hurston.
Wait, no.
Microtech is definitely solid because...
Microtech is definitely... Microtech and ArcCorp are definitely solid. I actually don't know about Hurston.
Oh, well,
keep in mind, for right now, they're probably going to just fudge it, right? Like, they'll have... They're just going to put Nyx into the system.
Hello, Wolf.
Hello.
There we go.
We got audio back.
We have audio for you, Wolf.
Yeah. Skype.
Skype is
Sorry,
pretty bad.
continue.
All right.
Yes, Hurston is solid.
Okay. I think they'll just add Nyx in because Nyx is going to be the next one done, and they'll probably just add it in full into the current system without any jump points or anything, and then they'll
Let me
split
land
it up
on
later.
ArcCorp. I don't even care if it's on rails. I just want to land on it. It'll be beautiful.
Area 18 is the only landing zone on ArcCorp, right?
No. They said there will be more than one, but they have not designed it yet.
Okay.
They're basically, how it's going to work is they're going to basically finish the majority of like planets with a landing zone.
And then add more.
And then they'll add more after that.
They've said that major planets should have like
So,
3
like-
or 4 landing
yeah,
zones, like
so-
Earth.
Yeah, I know.
Terra will be
Seoul-
Terra Prime.
I know
and
Seoul
then
has
other-
like
3 or
like
4.
London, Beijing,
Moscow, and Austin.
London, isn't it?
Yeah, London. Then there's Moscow,
Yeah,
and then there's Austin.
And Beijing.
and Beijing.
Is okay. I'm not sure about Beijing, but yeah, okay.
Yeah. So they're going to have multiple places to land on bigger planets. And then eventually on smaller planets there will be one landing zone and the rest of the bloody planet will be explorable because procedural generation. Oh my god.
How viable do you think an organization dedicated to information running, trading, gathering will be willing to sell information to anyone for the right price? Who knows, man? We know nothing about freaking.
We do know
We
all
know
we know is-
things that Chris Roberts has said in 10 for the Chairmans, which
what
means
he said, which means that we do know that they're
will
going to try and
exist.
make sure that every single job, every single thing that you can do, what vocation, all of them will be relevant. So an organization dedicated to information running, trading, and gathering will be viable. We don't know how yet, but it will be viable somehow.
Ketchup Ninja asks, any thoughts on how Orgs 2.0 will flesh out?
I honestly have no idea what direction they're going to take it in. It's kind of up in the air.
They're essentially design. Orgs 2.0 is essentially going to be the system that will be in the game,
Yes.
just in our browsers, much like
Yeah.
this, much like the
Orgs.
star map, much
It'll be
like
good.
the star map is.
Orgs 2.0 is going to be important. 2015 got us the base game in 2.0 finally. 2016 is going to give us
Right.
pretty much all of the features. Like by the end of 2016, early 2017, we'll probably be ready to hit beta. I'd imagine. That's just me and my guessing, but I think 2016 will be the feature complete year and 2017 will be the content complete year. And nobody is saying a thing.
Sure.
Well, if your camera is just dead.
Yeah, go ahead and leave it off, Wolf. I'm doing some black
It's just
magic
dead.
here.
So more questions. What do we got?
Dolvak, why don't you answer a question?
Look, man. I am trying to not be salty, okay?
Okay. Go. Are you gonna answer a question, Dolvak?
Are you going to answer a question, David?
I could.
I could too.
Then do it.
I'm being
Why
a
don't you do
producer
it?
right now.
I'm leaving
You
this
don't
one to
own
you.
me. You don't own me.
I'll do it if you don't want me to.
All right. Fine.
Who's doing it?
Okay.
Dolvak.
I'm saying words right now, man. Look, I
You're
didn't.
fired. You're
How long
fired.
until we
say
get
anything.
Hellcast? How long until we get variants for flight ready things like the Freelancer Conning Avenger? 2017.
long time?
Get wrecked, fools.
Yeah, it'll
They're
be a
gonna
while.
They will not do variants for flight ready things until everything is flight ready, basically.
Yep.
Which is kind of
'Cause-
disappointing.
I'm
No.
not disappointed at all. I'd rather have
I
the
want-
base version of every ship in the game than adding all the
I
variants.
want everyone to be able to try their ships and know that the variant is just this ship, but a tiny bit better. A what?
Someone sent me a picture of a wolf earlier. It's a put. Oh, there it is. I found it.
Guahir says, has CIG talked about the relative size of the new hangar room? Not really. All we know is that it'll fit the new Starfarer. Anything larger than the Starfarer will probably not fit into the hangar. Like an Idris won't ever fit into hangar.
Yeah. Why would Why would you want to though? It is a heavy.
No, I know, and they've said multiple times that things like the Idris, Javelin, Bengal carrier specifically, Pegasus. Actually, I don't know about the Pegasus. Are all persistent.
There we go.
I'm pretty sure it's been said that the Endeavor and the Hull E are the biggest ships that are.
The Idris is not persistent.
What? Oh, I broke it.
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Idris and Javelin. The Idris is not persistent. The Javelin.
Are you sure the Idris isn't persistent?
No, I'm sure the Idris is not persistent.
Okay then.
I can't remember on the Javelin.
Well then.
But the last thing I remember was I'm pretty sure the Idris isn't.
I think
Or
the Bengal's the smallest one that is persistent.
I think there will be, because there's going to be something between the Javelin and the Bengal eventually. I think. But Ketchup Ninja says, will they be using something similar to TeamSpeak or Task Force Radio for voice mechanics like in Arma 3?
That's the plan.
What's it like in Arma 3, Dolvak?
It's VoIP.
Task Force?
What?
Either. There's a really good mod for Arma. There's a couple of them that sort of takes TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak's like the backbone for all the audio, but the mods make it in-game feel like or sort of work like an actual military radio system.
There's two of them. There's Task Force Radio, and then there's Acre.
Acre is amazing.
Acre, so like Acre does stuff like it simulates terrain and like audio.
It's crazy.
So like, let's say you have a radio with like X amount of power. Like this thing is like this amount of power.
Right.
You can like boost that.
Like, it's like imagine it's got like 1 kilometer of range.
Yeah. If you get up high, if you get up high, yeah, it can like go over you and like it'll start breaking up. It's not just artificially like instantly cut off either. It like starts breaking up, and it sounds really.
Simulates mirroring off of buildings and stuff. It's wild.
It's really
Star Citizen will not have that.
no.
Damn it.
Star Citizen, they've basically already acknowledged that the radio will not be able to be realistic. Radio will be FTL. Information will not be FTL. They're going
Honestly,
to want...
it's an MMO, so if you use that, you would just screw yourself because no one's going to... People use that in Arma because they want the immersion, and it's just a hour-long mission, right? And they're in it for the immersion, right? That's why in stuff like DayZ, even though like those games are still kind of Arma, and it could support like an Acre extension, nobody uses that because it's not effective when there's so much on the line, like kind of like there is in Star Citizen. You want the perfect instant across universe communication that like an out of game.
You raise a really good point, sort of adjacent to that, which is in Arma, right? Everybody, it's all these different servers with different rules. We know that that's going to be in the future, that you could have basically a private server that people can join. I would be willing to bet right now today that there are going to be people who want to have a more like space milsim.
Oh, definitely. I'm sure there will be servers like that, but for the most part, keep in mind, because there's things like the Herald, because there's E-War, because there's jamming into people's comms, hearing other people's chatter, CIG want to make in-game comms use as attractive as possible, which means there won't be a lag, there won't be a delay, there won't be time dilation or any of that, because they want people to use the in-game comms so that people can be spied on, basically. Like there's extra gameplay that they want that will require people to use the in-game comms. So Star Citizen's comms will not be realistic. They will completely break physics, and it's the only way they can really go.
Star Trek's comms aren't realistic, and Star Wars's comms aren't realistic. So
yeah, there are points when realism has to take a backseat to
the plot,
to fun, really. Let's see. Red Bear 1 says, what do you think about the balance, and what do you think should be balanced on? Balance is an ongoing thing. It should be balanced on itself.
I don't think the game should be balanced at all.
Yeah. Right now, there's no such thing as balance.
I'm not even kidding. I think Star Citizen 1.0 should not be balanced at all. This is a simulation. This is not a competitive multiplayer game.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be balanced. There was a freaking great comment. I forget who said it. I'm sorry that I forgot your name because I want to give you credit because this is not my thing. But he basically said, if you're doing a mission and you go into a fair fight, you did not plan for that fight.
Yeah.
You did not plan properly for that fight. Because this game is, it's like, why should you balance a Toyota Camry against an aircraft carrier?
Things should be balanced against what they're supposed to do. Like the freelancer should be balanced as the freelancer. It's the goal of the freelancer is to be a slow ass truck.
See, I disagree with that. I don't think it should be balanced. I think it should just represent what the design
Be
is.
what it is. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean by it balanced against itself. It should represent itself.
Yeah,
like the
it shouldn't be
freelancer,
balanced. Well, balance is balancing against something else.
It should be balanced against itself. When the freelancer first released, it was not representative of the freelancer, right? It was too fast, turned too well.
Oh, was it you, Eric McKetton? Good job. That was like the best comment ever. And I'm like, man, he nailed it.
Star Citizen's not a game about balance. It's not a game about, it's a game about pilot skill. It's a game about you choosing what ship you want to play, not about everything being equal against everything else.
And it's like in Arena Commander, like maybe the single seat fighter units should be balanced somewhat against each other, but in Star
but they've all
Citizen?
got different. Yeah.
No. This game will suck if they do that.
If a Hornet and a Saber are equally balanced against each other, then the game is doing something wrong because they're different ships for different tasks.
And people again, it's this it all comes back to the same argument that people always go, because they think in that MMO or even FPS one line progression. I start here, I end here. This person who's here has a better ship than me over here. No. All the ships are different. They fill different roles, and they can all succeed at what they do. Like, if you are in an Aurora, you should not expect against a pilot of equal skill to beat a Retaliator. You will get blown up.
Yep.
And that's the point. The Aurora is not a ship that's designed to fight.
Yeah, pretty much. Unlucky X charms. How do you think they'll keep people from cheating the system? For example, friends killing each other to get rid of bounties and split the payout.
That's just called putting safeguards in place.
They will
It's
have
just
ways
designing
to
something. But at the same time,
they've already got plans for how to
what
stop
level
insurance
of
fraud.
simulation are we going for here? Because if you're cheating on your insurance to duplicate your ship, couldn't that be like a representation of something you could do in real life?
And couldn't you be found out and bounty hunters sent after you?
And things will, like, there will be consequences.
Yep.
Very, very obviously, but I don't think it's going to be like a hard coded thing.
I think it'll be great.
I think if you repeatedly break the law, just your gameplay experience will just become utterly miserable for a while as you deal with that. So, yeah.
Any questions you guys want to answer, Dolvak or Wolf?
Nope.
Oh, sorry. I was in the mute chamber. Question: do you see stealth combat being more akin to submarine warfare,
Yes.
or something
No,
simpler?
absolutely not. It's gonna be much more simple. It's like we already know the direction they're going to go into. It's not going to be like that at all.
It should be like submarines.
It's simply like the purpose of the Hornet Ghost is simply to kind of like
Surveillance, right?
it's that, but it's also
Scouting.
to get a jump on people. Like you're hiding up against an asteroid, someone parks, and then you go to town on them, right? Like once they land, then they're just kind of free game. Like
That's kind of like submarines, Dolvak.
No, but no, a submarine battle is like dancing around each other. That's not
Sure,
happening. This
but
is like
it's also like
I mean, like a
hiding
waltz?
until the last second.
yeah,
And then firing all your torpedoes.
Sure, but like that's not the whole like submarine combat.
Have you
thing
seen
is like,
The Hunt for Red October?
I have, God damn it! But the whole thing about the Hunt for Red October,
It's gonna pull a crazy
is they
Ivan.
both know that they're there.
Sure.
Here's the thing: if you're up against a stealth, if you know that you're going up against a stealth fighter, the stealth fighter's already lost because they've lost their biggest advantage, which is the whole element of surprise thing. It's about picking and choosing your battles, not dancing around each other. A stealth, there's nothing in Star Citizen that will help you. There's no stealth mechanic that will allow you to maneuver around someone better and outmaneuver them when they know you're there already. It's all about sneaking up on them.
Eric, I'll fight you in your Aurora. Are you actually betting any ship that's currently in the game?
Against, not betting. Right?
Is he
I
that
don't know.
good?
Said he worded it like if I beat him, he'll give me a ship.
No. He's wording it like he'll fight you in your LN, and you can fight him in whatever ship you want.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'll beat you. I'll do it for nothing.
How many NPCs do you think it's okay for solo players to hire?
Depends.
Depends on the ship.
Yeah.
Well, then here's a follow-up
Define
question.
okay.
Are you
you
saying
think it
like
should be-
wingmen?
Yeah.
Uh,
How many wingmen can you hire? And how many can you put on your ship? And how many can you put on other ships to support you?
on your
Define
ship?
okay.
On your
I don't
ship, you
understand
should
the
be able to
question.
fill your crew stations.
Okay. So
Wait,
you can
stop. Define okay. What does that mean? I don't understand.
acceptable for things like game balance and fun.
Oh, we're still talking about balance.
Yeah, it's
As many as you can afford.
Yeah, money. Credits determines how many people you can hire.
I think there should be a limit, though, in that you can fill up an Idris, for example, but you shouldn't be able to, like, let's say you fill up an Idris, you shouldn't also be able to fill up 2 extra Idrises.
Why
Right?
not? If you got the money,
Let me tell you something.
that's a
about
lot of
NPCs.
credits, man.
And Dolvak's going to know what I'm talking about right now. You go into, there's a lot of like sub games or gameplay styles in Arma where you can hire NPCs. It's not as easy as you think. You go out there and put 24 NPCs into play and try to command them. It's a completely different play style.
It's a goddamn nightmare. Yeah.
Well, we're still going to wait and see what kind of AI we get with Wingmen, right?
Credits.
I think there should be a hard limit to how many NPCs you can have on your ship. That should be.
That's because you're a Canadian communist.
Yep. And I think that's not in the
and?
spirit of what Star Citizen is.
America, hire all the NPCs.
I think what you think about NPCs goes against what Star Citizen is, David.
I don't, and they've also said that there will be a limit.
This is a libertarian
So-
fever dream game.
Hey,
Secret Hitler.
I am just saying exactly what CIG has said in that there will be a limit to how many extra ships you can have piloted by your.
I don't think there should be.
NPCs.
The limit should
But
be
there
how
will
much
be.
money you have.
There will be a limit, and it won't be the money limit.
It should be.
Why are
money.
you trying to limit my NPCs?
I'm
All
not.
right, fools. We are almost at the end of the show.
We are.
So housekeeping is going to be a bit longer this week because there's stuff going on.
Stuff.
Thank you all for asking all them questions and not.
This was actually.
You guys ask good questions for once in your lives.
This was a good set
podcast.
of questions this week. So thank you. Thank you to everyone who asked questions, whether we answered them or not.
And a lot of you came to hang out, even though Lando's not here. So awesome. You know what? Actually, Headclot makes a point. There's going to be a hard limit due to the fact that it's going to be a lot to render that many ships on screen.
Do you remember Diablo 2 and the Necromancer?
Yeah. It just slows to 2 frames a second.
Do you remember having 100 skeletons? Because I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember.
Quick PSA, if you're Canadian, convert to British pounds. Don't convert to the US dollar because,
because somehow that saves us money, which is stupid.
Oh, well, it's also because CIG operates in Britain, so they're allowed to sell in British pounds.
Yeah.
So, and now they can do it in euros too. So,
they should probably sell in Canadian dollars.
Well, they should open a studio in Canada so they can legally do that.
They should just buy Behavior.
I mean, no, Behavior's working on a pretty cool looking video game right now.
I know Behavior are awesome, but
what are they Paragon? Like what? Wait,
no.
That's epic.
What?
No,
that's epic.
No.
All right.
What's Behavior working on?
I forget what it's called.
No one cares. Cool. No one cares.
Probably not, but it's very early in development. But anyway, all right, people, it's time for housekeeping. So this week on INN,
housekeeping.
Tomorrow, do we have fiction tomorrow? What's going on tomorrow?
Oh yes, I will tomorrow morning write up a Endeavor episode.
No fiction on Sunday. Monday, if you're Monday, if oh yeah, they're working on that 40K game.
Oh, they're
love 40K.
Eternal Crusade?
Yeah.
What?
I love 40K.
That's Behavior? Shit.
The MMO.
Behavior are amazing.
Yeah, Eternal Crusade.
Yeah. Sweet.
Okay.
It might be good then.
Yeah. It's Behavior. It's going to be good.
All right. Anyway, housekeeping. So Sunday, nothing. Monday is, if you're listening to this podcast, well, welcome to Monday. Hello. We're time travelers. 10 for the developers, probably.
Did they say developers or producers? They told us. I don't remember which.
No, he said developers last time because they're going to keep going with developers for as long as they can.
Yes, there's a 10 for the something, and we will have
it will be transcribed
and the TLDR and TLDR.
Tuesday, one of us is going to stream something.
Yeah. I want to stream some Rocket League soon, so I'm going to stream
I will play Rocket League with you.
We should have an INN Rocket League night.
We should also play Heroes, and Dolvak should play with us, and people can witness the saltiest.
Jesus Christ.
The saltiest.
Jesus Christ. I can't play anymore, man.
Yeah,
I'm really good at it. I'm really
this
good
week,
at it.
This week we will stream some Rocket
All
League
right.
and some
now,
and maybe I'll stream some 2.1.
I'm skipping
and Wednesday.
I'm skipping over Wednesday.
Oh no.
Thursday,
do that, man.
Thursday, Friday, ATV, RTV transcripts as per the usual, and Saturday come on right back right here for another episode of Inside the Verse. Apparently,
Inside the Verse.
Yep. So no Merlin for y'all, but only 2 of you submitted names, and I didn't really like either of them. I'm sorry.
We'll find another way to give out a Merlin. Let's be honest.
I know a way.
Really? Why don't you tell me about the way that we can give out a Merlin?
Wednesday.
What's Wednesday, Jake?
Wednesday.
In fact,
January.
No, Jake, shut up. Jake, shut up.
January the 20th.
Jake,
let me finish my sentence.
Wolf, what is Wednesday?
It's our birthday.
Okay,
It's our
you
birthday.
take it now.
Okay.
I got an
What-
idea.
What's that, Wolf?
All right, Jake, you tell your idea for giving one away, and then I'll tell my
Okay,
idea,
well,
and we'll vote on which one.
There will be giveaways, but
There will be
let
a
me
few.
talk about the content that we're going to
Yes.
be doing. So, we're going to be streaming all day because that's what we do. Throughout the day, we'll be streaming things like Star Citizen 2.1. We're also going to stream maybe some Aurora racing. And we're gonna try to do freelancer racing, though I'm not sure if we can load freelancers into Arena Commander right now. But we're gonna
We could
try.
make our own course inside Crusade.
Oh God, that would be
great.
horrible. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. All right.
Laps around the space station.
Yeah, I know. INN streaming Star Citizen. What is that? Eric, I will absolutely get you in on the Aurora races. Everybody message me on either Twitter, Reddit, or Twitch if you want to be in on anything going on Wednesday, and we'll see if we can pop you in. Okay, no freelancers in Arena Commander, but we should try to get in on 2.1.
We will figure something out for some freelancer racing.
Okay.
We'll come up with something.
We also will probably play other games such as Rocket League, maybe Heroes, maybe other things. But one of the things that we really want to do, and I really hope we can get as many people as possible in on this, is there is a new card game from the creators of Cards Against Humanity called Secret Hitler.
I thought you were going to say Exploding Kittens.
No, that's the Oatmeal guys.
Yeah, that's the oatmeal guy.
But Secret Hitler is just hilarious and amazing, and we're probably gonna play it through Tabletop Simulator. So we'll give that a shot, and hopefully it works. It just all depends on who's around to play it, because we need a lot of people, like 6+ people, to play that game.
Is this like Mafia?
Yes.
Yes,
Right?
it is. It's Mafia, but better. Like if Mafia was an actual game.
Sounds fun.
So there is other stuff too going on that day, though.
Yes. So we are going to be giving away a bunch of stuff. Mr. Wolf Larsen is going to be giving away a Mustang Delta.
That is correct.
We are also going to have an audience choice of what else we're going to give away.
I think they should choose now, actually.
Okay.
The people that are here can
Y'all.
make that choice.
You guys are our royal people.
I will be throwing in either one thing or two things, and it's up to you to choose if you want one or two.
Yep.
I will buy one freelancer and give away a freelancer as the probably the top prize, or I will pick up, an Avenger and a Gladius or something along the lines. Two things, either one big prize or two slightly smaller prizes. What do you think?
We have a 2.
We have 1, 2.
We have a 2.
Another 2.
Yeah, I'll also give away a Merlin.
2.
Yeah, I think do 2.
Two.
Simply because you
Everybody
can
says
get
2.
more people.
More
Spread
prizes,
the love a little bit.
more happiness.
Okay. I will do two things. We will give away 2.
More than 2, but just 2 from David.
2 extras, yes. I will pick what they are.
So yeah,
during the week.
So Wolf's giving away a Delta, giving away a Merlin. David's giving away Gladius and Avenger. I also have a copy of Tomb Raider 2013 to give away, in preparation for the Rise of the Tomb Raider PC release. It's gonna be in 4K. It's gonna be freaking beautiful.
If anyone wants to donate things to give away, feel free.
Feel free. Let us know.
I have some.
You
things
will be
to
credited.
I have a few things to donate to give away.
Oh
we
God!
will
I
shout
don't wanna-
out your name on the air.
Yes. What do you have to give away, Dolvak?
Here, I'll send you a screenshot. Keep going. Keep talking.
Is it Wonky Pigeon?
Maybe.
Yep. So so that's going to be going on. We're going to start at some point on Wednesday. We don't really know when.
I'm off at noon on Wednesday, so I should be home by 12:30 Eastern on Wednesday. So
I'm off at 1.
So should we start at 1:30 2 Eastern?
Yep. 2. Let's go with 2.
We will start at 2:00 Eastern time on Wednesday.
Let me see.
Oh God.
Oh.
Oh God. That's not a.
Well then. Well then. Yeah. Oh, are you folk in the audience in for a surprise on Wednesday?
Oh my. We've got some extra. No, he posted
it. He posted it in the chat. You ruined the surprise.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
All right.
So
I sent it to Eric for Christmas because he sent me a gift. I sent that to him, and he never redeemed it. So whatever.
Someone will have that forced upon them. That's if you lose Aurora Racing.
That's it. If any of you folk in the audience want to join us for Aurora Racing and you beat us, if anyone that isn't INN win first place, you win that.
Yes, this is beautiful.
Doom Centurion says he'd rather get a big shot of Ebola.
I'm all out.
For our audio listeners and actually our YouTube listeners, Dolvak's giving away a copy of Line of Defense.
Doom Centurion, if you don't own an Aurora, you can rent one with Rec.
Yep,
so
they're real cheap. So
play like one round of Arena Commander and
you've got enough. Yeah.
So that is what we're doing on Wednesday. We might throw in other random things as we stream, but it's
going to be just terrible. But I hope everyone comes and joins us.
And the streams will be the giveaways will be throughout the day. So who knows when they'll be? Yeah, so they'll just be whenever we decide. Pop in
anytime, you might win something.
Yep.
And then some other things we got coming down the pipe. We are working on our Games of the Year video productions. They're coming along. I have rough cuts of all 4 of us, but I have to make them fancy.
I believe Nakara is still working on his year in review article.
Yep, and that'll be coming soon.
I've seen it. It covers literally every single thing that's happened in Star Citizen.
Are we going to get
it's amazing.
On Google again? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, probably. It's like it covers all the fun. It's got 4 sections for like everything that's happened to the game patches, everything that's happened in funding, everything that's it's massive. And this is a Nakara article, so it's massive and beautiful. It's not an Erris article that I just pulled out of my ears when I throw things at a page and publish it and be like, Nakara like spends weeks on an article and it's beautiful. Yep. So keep an eye out for that. It's gonna be good.
Thank all of you guys for joining us. Thank all of you listeners. If you're listening to the recording of this and not the live version, this is Wednesday, January 20th that all of this stuff is happening. The Game of the Year stuff and Nakara's article have no timeline as of right now. They will be out when it's done because we do things the CIG way.
We put things out when they're ready to be put out.
Yep.
Because we try and have a bit more. We try.
No, we don't.
You don't.
Vanisher. Oh, Vanisher.
Oh. All right. Hold on. Wait, we need outro music.
Yes. So thanks
there we
to
go.
Everyone who listened.
Thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. Come back next week, right here.
Same bad time.
Same bad time. Same bad place.
Same bad channel.
Same bad channel.
Same bats. Probably the same bats.
Twitch.tv/INN Live. This has been Inside the Verse. We'll see you in the verse. Come join us on Wednesday. Win chips and video
Happy
games.
birthday to INN.
Hooray!
Happy birthday
Goodbye.
to you.